Welcome to Event Radio, covering local drag racing, stock car racing, motorcycles, go-karts. If it's got wheels and you can race it, you'll hear about it here. Event Radio is motorsports radio on steroids. Now, let's join your hosts, Spivvy Williams and Terrible T Guy.
All right, guys, welcome to the next edition of Event Radio. We are at a very special location that we can't really talk a lot about, but we're here for a very specific reason. There is a fundraiser coming up that we wanted to be a part of, and we have done a lot of fundraisers in the past that you are aware of, that you have helped us tremendously raise a tremendous amount of money. This particular one is near and dear to my heart. This particular one should be near and dear to your heart. It should be, it's for a cause that should not even exist. There should not be this thing. This should not even be there. And yet it is a huge problem. These guys are busting their rear to make this a success. And they're the guys that you think are the bad guys. They're a motorcycle club that you think these guys are the bad guys, and really they're the heroes, if you want to know the truth. They are the ones that are doing good here. They're not doing bad. You see them on their bikes, and you see them riding in groups and all that, and you think, oh, they're the bad guys. No. They are the good guys, and you'll understand why in a little bit. To give you a little idea going in on why I think this shouldn't even exist, everybody knows that our veterans paid the supreme price for our rights, to give us the right to do the things that we want to do. And we all understand that. We all appreciate that. And we all believe that that is true. Here lately we had a little problem with some football players that didn't agree, and they decided that the money was more important than their beliefs, so they decided to come around and not do this. But that's neither here nor there. What we want to do, we want you to go back a little ways with us. Let's take a trip back in time to let's say the late 1960s. You were a kid, you're 18 years old, you just got out of high school, and you just graduated, you're having a blast, you're having fun, you got a good-looking girlfriend, and you're in with all the hot cars and everything cool that's going on, the rock and roll radio stations, the drive-in restaurants where you cruise in at night, the drive-in movies where you take your girlfriend, that I don't know that any of us ever saw a full movie, but that's where we went. Anyway, everything's going along in your world, and you think everything is just great. You get a little letter in the mail from the Department of Defense. It says, "This is from Uncle Sam, and we want you." There was a thing called the draft. Your little letter has a little designation on it, 1A. What 1A meant was, come on down, son, you're going with us. And it said you will report at certain and so time. You didn't have the right, or you didn't have the choice whether to do that or whether not to do that. You better go, or they put you in jail. Real simple. So you go. They take you away from all your fun stuff that you wanted to do. Even though you had the right to do all the fun things you did, they took you away from it because you had an obligation to not only our country, but the government, everybody. It was your obligation to do what was right, to do the right thing over your particular rights. So you go. You go through all this training. They take a kid, a high school kid, they teach him how to kill people. They teach him what to do to survive. They teach him what to do if he's wounded. They teach him what to do, all those things. And then they pack you up and they ship you miles and miles and miles away from home to go do all these things that they taught you to do, to a country that doesn't want you there, to a bunch of people that hate you the minute you walk in, to a life that is totally not what you believe in, but what your obligation says you have to do. So you do it. You spend your time, you become friends with people all over the country. If you are unfortunate enough to have been shipped back then to a place called Vietnam, some of your buddies didn't come home with you. They stayed there because they were the losers. They were the ones that were fighting to give you those rights to kneel at the football game. They were the ones that were doing that. You came back home, and guess what? There wasn't a ticker tape parade. There wasn't anybody screaming and yelling, thank you. There wasn't. They hated you. Everything that you had done to keep everybody here safe, you were ridiculed for. They didn't like you. They didn't want you. They didn't appreciate you at all. And you sit there and go, why me? Why me? Why me? Then there is an organization that this fundraiser is going to be raising money for that everybody listening to this show, you owe them. A lot of fundraisers you don't. A lot of fundraisers you determine whether it's a good deal or a bad deal, and if you're into it, you'll give them money, you'll do whatever. But everybody listening to this show, you owe these people because they did what they did was right, not what their rights said they could do. They did it for you, for me, for all these guys in this motorcycle club. They did all of this for you guys, not for them. And yet, they get no appreciation. They get no thank you. They get nothing. And there is an outfit called it's actually Suicide for Veterans that I don't know exactly the name of it. We're going to get into that and talk to you about that. But these guys are putting on a fundraiser to aid that it cost about $5,000 a veteran to try to get their head straight. And you owe them that, guys. Trust me. You owe them. This is not a thing begging you for your money. This is an obligation that you have. Not being shipped off to a foreign land, not all of this. It's an obligation to take care of the ones that took care of you. Think about that. That's what's important. We're going to get into this. We're going to talk to some guys in this motorcycle club that are putting this fundraiser on. But they're bringing in some good entertainment for you. They're bringing in all kinds of cool things for you to do. Please, please take some time. Tell your friends about this. Sit down and do a little soul searching, if you will, and decide what's really important here. What do you owe them? I think you do. Maybe you don't think you do. If you're later in life than kids that grew up then, you don't understand the importance of it. And I understand that. But maybe you need to talk to some of the seniors around. Maybe you need to talk to some people, and you'll understand the reason you get to go to that sports bar and scream at that TV and say that all these football players have their rights to get on their knees. Well, guess what, friend? You need to talk to some people that's been there, not that just talk the talk. If you can, try to listen to this whole show, and more than important than that, come to the fundraiser, support it, do whatever you got to do. It's going to be a great day of entertainment. These guys are going to have a blast for you and with you. And trust me, the guys on the bikes are not the bad guys. After you see this and after you hear this, you'll understand that they are actually the good guys. Guys, this is Event Radio. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to tell you all about this fundraiser. But first, we got to say thank you to the people that make this possible, the great guys at Holley and Quick Fuel and all that stuff. You're on Event Radio. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
On the track or on the street, the #1 brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact-resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
All right, guys, we are back from our location in this really cool place, and we're with one of the members of the Misfit Motorcycle Club, I believe. Am I correct
Yes,
in
sir.
saying that? I think I can do say that okay. We're going to talk a little bit about a fundraiser that these guys are doing, and it's called Mission 22, and it's a war against veteran suicide. And in the beginning of the show, I explained just a little bit on why this is a problem and what causes the veterans to actually do what they do and get in the mood for thinking nobody cares and all that kind of stuff. And these guys, like I said, the bike guys are not the bad guys. They're the good guys. And they're doing what they can do on this. We're having a polar bear run, which is in the middle of February, and all I can tell you is to wear your long johns because you're going to need them because it's going to be a bit breezy. But tell everybody who you are, sir. Huh? No. Okay. Yeah, just talk.
I'm Philip Doty. I'm with the Warren County Misfits Motorcycle Club. Ride a 2010 Street Glide. We ride hard and we like to support our veterans. Let them know that we care.
Well, you know, it's a cool thing what you're doing. The benefit that you're doing starts off with a ride. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little about that.
We'll start off at the Minute Mart across from Warren East High School in Bowling Green. We'll go down by Barron River Dam, out through Scottsville, around up toward Bowling Green, down 240 to our clubhouse here in Woodburn.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Now, can anybody come to that?
Anybody can come. You on 2 wheels, 3 wheels, come on in.
Okay.
You on 4
All right.
wheels, we'll put you in the back.
There you go. But you can just give you money and not come, right?
Yes, sir. If you want to donate to us, get a hold of anybody. It's on the flyer, whatever. We'll take your donations and get it to Mission 22. If you just want to show up here and not ride, you're more than welcome to.
Guys, let me tell you something. This is going to be a great deal. They do all kinds of stuff. It's $20 per bike, and you can't have that much fun for $20. I guarantee you. But it's a fun deal. It'll be a fun deal. What else is going on?
We're having Tony McGee and Sailor Jerry. They're going to be performing live here at the clubhouse. We're going to have food, some hot chocolate. I'm sure we're going to need by the time we get back here. We're going to have a silent auction, a raffle, some stuff from local donations that we're going to get rid of, stuff from the community to raise money for the Mission 22 for the veterans, and then we're just going to have fun.
Now, you told me earlier what it costs per veteran to do this Mission 22. That's unbelievable to me. That you know, number one, this is a fundraiser, guys, that doesn't even need to be. There should be no such thing as a veteran even contemplating suicide. But to treat them like most of you all on the public have treated them, I understand why they do. And it's a terrible thing, but thanks to these guys, they're at least helping. You know, it's a great thing you're doing, man.
Yes, sir.
You've been riding the bike how long?
Well, ever since I got my driver's license. I think I got my driver's license, got my motorcycle permit about a week later.
So you like it, huh?
Yeah, I like it. I've been down several times and just not smart enough to stay that way.
Well, that's all right. It's smart enough not to stay that
Yes,
way.
sir.
That's what it is. You know, it's bikes are fun.
Yes,
they're a neat deal, and if you're in a car, guys, look twice, will you please? I mean, they're a little hard to see, and watch them a little closer. I mean, these guys are out there doing their deal, and you just pay attention. Put your cell phone down and quit talking on the phone and pay attention to what's happening. Tell me a little about the entertainment. Tell me some stuff about them.
Tony McGee, he's a Navy veteran himself. No?
Tony McGee is a what?
He's
He's a singer.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Well, I was thinking Sarah Jerry's a Marine. Navy, my bad. I misunderstood the flyer.
Hey, veteran's a veteran, buddy. It don't
Yes,
matter
sir.
where.
All right, well, they're country from Nashville. The comma's there. Yeah, they're country music singers. I know they got some popular songs out. They'll be here live. Got quite the following.
So they're going to sing in here, huh?
Yes, sir. They'll be upstairs.
Cool. So I don't know where upstairs is up there.
Right back
but,
there behind you.
yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I could find it. You know, I'm a little slow, but I could
Follow the
figure it
music.
out.
Follow the music
My
down there.
knees don't do stairs very well, but that's okay. But how long will this last, do you think?
We'll start riding at 11. Kickstands up at 11. You're talking about a little over an hour, between an hour and an hour and a half by the time we stop. Maybe 2 hours till we get here. So you'll be one till everybody's gone. Keep rolling in. We'll keep serving you hot chocolate and playing.
Okay, well, got any food, man?
Yes, sir.
When
We'll
you're a
have-
fat guy like me, food is important.
I may not be heavy, but I eat.
Okay, that's all right.
We'll have chili dogs, hot chocolate, coffee, whatever we can get.
There you go. There you go. Well, this sounds like fun.
Yes, sir. That's the whole point of it.
All right, now the one is a country music star. What's the other guy? Just the veteran? I mean,
No, they're both country music stars.
Okay.
They're both pretty popular.
Okay, well, I'm
in
a
the
little.
country.
I'm old, buddy. So I got to. If Pandora don't play it, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But that kind of deal. So they're going to be here doing this for you.
Yes, sir. My understanding, Sarah Jerry will be here all day with her guitar, just sitting around playing.
No kidding.
Yes, sir.
Is she good looking?
Yes, she is.
I don't care if she can sing or not.
Yeah,
It won't
exactly.
matter.
That's it. That's why she's here.
There you go. There you go. You guys know how to roll. That's all I can tell you. What else do I need to know? Tell me some more.
Show up, have fun,
Raise money.
bring money with you.
Yeah.
Got some good stuff from the community to
Give me some idea of some of the stuff you're going to have for sale.
everything from local gift cards to gun range time to Pampered Chef stuff, anything from left to right.
So the women are going to have something that,
Yeah,
that
that's
interests-
what I was saying.
They'll
Yeah,
get in your pocket. In other
Yes,
words,
sir.
okay, that's
Yeah.
good. And you're welcome to bring the ladies, and they
Yes, sir.
bring them. Yeah, that thing's not playing fair, is it? That's all right. We'll work on it. But this should be a very fun thing. It should be a fun event. You got any projection on how much money you're going to raise?
Not a clue, but the more the better.
Have you got a goal?
No, sir. As much as possible.
Everything,
As always. Yes.
the last dollar that's there, you want
Yeah.
it. In other words,
I had a projection, but the more it comes time to being closer, the more it keeps going up a little bit.
there you
So,
go. Well, that's good.
I wasn't familiar with the country music singers that are coming until recently, and I believe they got a lot bigger following than I realized.
Oh, country music's
They're
big
better.
business.
See,
Big business.
Yeah, I never listened to the radio or anything, man.
Well, actually, back years ago, a fellow that one of the most popular disc jockeys here, a fellow by the name of Scooter Davis,
Yes, sir.
was a big bike guy.
Yep,
Scooter
I rode
was
in his first Memorial ride last
yeah.
year.
Well, Scooter was a big bike guy. He was a personal friend of mine, and he did a lot of good. And you guys are sort of taking over in his footsteps to make the bike guys a little more recognizable. Than saying, "Hey, we're not the bad guys. We're the good guys here. We're the good guys. We can make this happen." So this ought to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I might even have to drag my old butt out and get my long handles.
Well, I respect so.
Well, I don't know. I got a little insulation, but I don't have near enough. But we'll work on it, and see. We're going to take a real quick break for our sponsors to say hi to Holly and those guys, and we'll find out a little bit more about the Mission 22 and the ride that's being put on by the Misfits Motorcycle Club. As I said, the ones that are the good guys and not the bad guys. You're on Event Radio. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
On the track or on the street, the number one brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
All right, guys, we are back, and we're talking about Mission 22, which is the fundraiser that's going to go on for our veterans. And trust me, if you don't have anything to do, or if you do have anything to do, change it so that you can attend this. It's a ride, and they are not brand conscious. You don't have to have the $100 bike, the Harley Davidson I call $100, but you don't have to have that bike. You can have anything with wheels that you want to come, and these guys will welcome you with open arms, and they want to raise money for this cause. There is no need for there to be a veteran suicide program at all. They need to be appreciated, and you need to show them how much you appreciate them. Misfit's been around for a while, huh?
Yes, sir. We've been here in Warrenton County since 03.
I know you've done a lot of good stuff. You did a thing back years ago for Potter Orphan Home that I took part in, and there's been a lot of things that you boys have done that you add sort of a gold star to the motorcycling. You know.
Yes, sir. We try to. I know we before my time we did everything we did was the reason the Misfits was founded here in Warren County was to help the Potter's Children Home. Lately, we've done stuff to raise money for kidney transplant, to do pay for burials for some folks that passed away. We try basically everything we do. None of it, all of our rides we do, none of it is for us. It's all fundraisers for people that need it. It's usually local. It's either veterans or somebody local that needs the money. Is why we do what we do.
Well, that's a good thing, my friend. That's the thing you should do. You know, that's what you call appreciating the rights that they gave you.
Yes, sir.
See, that it makes a difference. Instead of arguing for the people that are not appreciating it, you need to learn to appreciate it yourself, and take part in these events, take part in these things that these guys are doing. This is a cool deal. I think this is great. Today, 20 veterans will lose their life to suicide. And that's just today, and that's every day of the week, guys. And it's time to do something. It's time to get out and support the things and the things that these guys need to be shown that you appreciate them. You know, they didn't do this because they wanted to. They didn't do this and say, I'm not going because it's my right not to. They didn't do that. They did that because of you and me and everybody else that's here, to give us the rights to have these rides, to give us the rights to go on these rides, to give us the rights to try to give back. And there are a lot of them. Just every once in a while you need to ride by Fairview Cemetery and just take a look at all those white headstones and realize that those people would actually probably like to be doing what you're doing, but they can't because they did the right thing. And I commend you boys for doing what you're doing. I think it's great.
Well, we appreciate it, sir. We appreciate your service as well.
Well, it's one of those deals, buddy. That happened a long time ago, but
it's still
thank
happening.
Thank you, and thank you. We tried. Let's put it that way. We tried. I don't know how good a soldier I was, though. You know, I did get in a little trouble 2 or 3 times, but
all my buddies that I know that are soldiers getting in a little trouble.
Well, just a little.
Before and after, yes, sir.
But I've got some very good friends that. I have one good friend that I know will support you with this. His name is Dennis Garrison. Dennis is a retired gunnery sergeant, Marine drill sergeant. He used to ride in a lot of rides. He did teddy bear run with the American flags and stuff on the back of his bike, which is like riding a sailboat. You ought to try to do that.
Yeah.
Have you ever?
I rode behind him with I rode with the Freedom Warriors and the Rolling Thunder to transport the Vietnam. With a traveling Vietnam memorial wall last year sometime.
Yeah.
And I was riding in a straight line, but then with them flags behind semis going down the interstate, no, they're everywhere.
Hey, buddy, I'm telling you, I rode behind Dennis on a teddy bear run, I think, and that thing was ain't no drunk ever went that crazy, you know. And he was doing the best he could, but that's like riding a sailboat.
Yes, sir.
Now it's boo, what a deal. But this is the thing, guys. Say it's going to start out at. On Louisville Road, right?
Yes, sir. There's a Minute Mark number 5. It's right across from Warren East and over there by Magna. Everybody should know where it's at if you're
brand new
one.
Green. Brand new
no,
one.
No. That's not a 5-star. It's
No, I don't mean that one. To me, it's new. I don't go out there much.
right in front of Hardee's. It's 150 Scotty Way.
Yeah, okay.
Minute Mark number 5. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
that's the one I was thinking about. Yep. They got nice bathrooms, by the way. I'll have to go in the bathroom.
Right in front of Pan Austin, beside SCA.
Yeah, there you go. But you start there, and you're going to go.
We'll go down through Smiths Grove. We'll take 68 to Smiths Grove, 101 down to 1297. Go down through the 255 area down to Rock Hill by the Barron River Dam. Follow right on down to 31E to Scottsville. Come up 231 to 240. Take a left and go to follow 240 out here through Plano to.
That's a pretty
Woodburn.
ride.
Yes,
That's a pretty ride.
That was kind of the goal.
Yeah,
around.
it's a pretty ride. Even though it's going to be in February, it'll still be a pretty ride. It'll be pretty cold.
We'll stop pretty often just for the guys with the little peanut tanks, whatever you got, you can bring out. We'll stop often at the gas stations, make sure nobody runs out. Get you some hot coffee, get warm for a second. That way we can get back on, get back to shivering our bones again.
There you go. Sounds like fun. This old fat guy right here may have to make that.
I mean, look at me. If I'm making it, I ain't got nowhere near the insulation.
Yeah, I got that part covered. I got that part covered, buddy. I've got the insulation. It just I have to wear socks, so that's the only bad thing.
I'll wear about 3 pair that day.
Yeah, okay, that'll be all right.
These big ears I got get cold though.
Does that do it? Yeah. Okay, all right. And say it's $20, right?
Yeah, 20. If you sign up early, I believe it's 22 the day of the event.
Okay.
Sir.
And where do they sign up? How can they do that?
They can get on the day of, and then you can.
Okay, we still got to talk where we can hear it. We can't hear it.
All right, they can get a hold of Tony Epling at 270-943-7114 ahead of time to register early for the $20, or the day of they can get on for $22 at the minute mark.
That's right.
Registration starts at 9:30 in the morning.
Okay.
And it'll go on till right before we go kickstands up at 11.
There you go. And guys, if you're like me, 9:30 does come twice a day. That's right. I'm
not good with that first one.
No, I'm not either, boy. For some reason, it just, till I went in the military, I never knew noon came, 12 came, but once a day. I didn't know, but I learned to get up a little earlier than that. This is going to be a very fun event, guys, and it's going to raise money for such a good cause, and it's time to start riding in for the summer anyway.
Yeah, I don't put mine up. I rode it last night. Of course, I'll say that proudly, but it was 60 degrees last night.
Yeah, I was going to say I was a little rough on you, wasn't it?
Yeah,
but
60 degrees and dry in February, I'll take it. It may be 10 the day of the Polar Bear ride. It may be another 60 degrees. I'll take it either way, as long as I can be with having fun.
So you got a Street Glide, right?
Yeah, I got a 2010 Silver Street Glide.
Boy, I like those. Those are nice. I had one of them back in, I guess it was last year or year after, or before, And I loved that motorcycle, but this guy just came along and just put so many $100 bills in my face, I just couldn't take it. I had to sell it. But I liked it. They're a nice motorcycle.
Yep.
There's a lot of good bikes out there now.
Yes, sir. They all seem to be pretty reliable and everything. We don't judge. I just like mine.
Oh, hey, they're good bikes. They're great bikes. I like it. Jay, all the guys at the Harley store, if you get a chance, go out and see them. I'm sure they're supporting this.
Yes, sir. They are.
They're good for the community. Out on Cumberland Trace, it's really cool, guys. If you want to find the local Harley store here, you don't even have to have a street address. It's just exit 22. If you know exit 22 on I-65, that's all you got to know. You can find it easily.
Scottsville Road.
Yep, that's easy.
Go see any of them guys. They're all pretty
Jay
good
and all those guys are good guys out there. Listen, my friend, we're going to take another quick break, and we'll come back and finish out one more little segment on this deal. But this is a great fundraiser, guys. This is going to be a great ride, and it's put on by some sure enough good guys. The Misfits Motorcycle Club. Make sure you try to put this into your calendar and make it to the event. And if you can't make it, send them money. They'll take the money and say, wish you were here. But, just try to make it. You're on Event Radio. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact-resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
All right, guys, we are back on our Mission 22 run, and I've got Tony joining me, and he has been my contact for this whole thing. And Tony knows more about Mission 22 than anybody else. Buddy, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate it, baby.
Tell me what I need to know.
Mission 22, what we are is, we want to bring awareness to the issue of veteran suicide. Approximately 22 veterans a day commit suicide. That's... In 1 year, we had more veterans commit suicide than we lost soldiers in the war of Iraq and Afghanistan combined.
Oh, Lord, that's terrible.
That's a lot. That's one. We shouldn't lose any type of veteran suicide due to PTSD.
No, that's what I said in the beginning. This shouldn't exist.
Correct.
This should not exist.
We want to bring awareness to the community. And that our soldiers have served. We want them to feel like they have somebody. Doesn't matter what kind of help they're needing. We want to be able to provide it for them.
Okay.
Mission 22, we've got several resources for veterans. If a veteran needs resource or a veteran's family member needs that resource, they can go to mission22.com. We have services like comprehensive wellness, war detox program, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, horse therapy, so many different programs to help veterans and their families.
Well, trust me, it's a good thing. What you boys are doing is a better thing to give them. It takes money to operate anything. You can't run kindergarten without money.
Absolutely.
And these guys have given. It's time for you to give back a little.
Yes, sir.
And do your part. Do your thing. Come to this ride. Support Mission 22. Give them a little money here. It's not a big deal.
Yes, sir.
You'll never miss it. They will.
Absolutely. Losing anybody to suicide is horrible.
Terrible.
But the ones who went and volunteered and paid the price to make sure that we have what we want and what we need and the rights that we have to not have the help or not know the resources are available. Our goal is to let communities know that the resources are there and we're a part of it.
There you go. Well, listen, I think what you're doing is a wonderful thing. I think that, of course, I come from an era of long ago. I'm an old guy, but I know about coming back from all this and not being appreciated. And here you gave everything you knew to give, and some gave the ultimate price, and people just ho-hum, okay, no, wrong deal. And here you have a chance to give back a little. You have a chance to make their life better and let them feel appreciated. And why you would not do that is beyond me. I just don't understand.
Well, Spiv, I suffer from PTSD myself. I am a veteran. And I know firsthand how hard it is, just like you do.
Sure.
It's not easy, and not knowing where to turn. To
well, you feel like you're all alone.
Absolutely, yes, you do, and you don't know where to turn to. You don't know who to talk to. You don't know who can help you, and our goal is to get Mission 22 is there to help you. There are dozens and dozens of other resources and other organizations that are there to help that a lot of people don't know about.
Right.
This ride is the first ride in Bowling Green to benefit Mission 22. So it's kind of a starting point for us to let our community know that we are here.
Right.
I think this is going to be a great event.
It's going to be a fun event. I'm going to figure out a way to be there.
I hope you are. We've got we want people to come out and meet and just hang out. If they feel like they want to donate something to
get one of my sleds to run long enough to ride in it. That'll be the next trick.
Well, mine sat all winter, just like most other people's motorcycles did, and I had to put a battery charger on it to just get it started.
Buddy, I got battery tenders. My garage looks like a Christmas tree lit up. I keep them on everything. I figured out they're cheaper than the batteries.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are.
So
you can go to Walmart and get one for about $15.
Yeah, boy, they work. They work.
They do.
Well, listen, my friend. For one, I thank you for asking me to come do this. This is an event that I'm behind 1,000,000%. I want it to be a success. Anything that we can do at Event Radio to help it be a success, we want to do. And we're honored that you would ask us to come out here. We really are.
We're honored that you even came out and that you're going to be here for us.
Well, listen, guys, we're going to every good thing has to end, and this is one of those deals. But we're going to say one more little thing to our sponsors, and then we'll come back and close this little darling down and go back and brave the weather. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact-resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
On the track or on the street, the number one brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
Well, guys, that pretty much sums it up. We have clumbed to the Misfits Clubhouse that is really cool. We're not going to do pictures because that's not the way it's done, but you'll get a chance to see it if you come to the event. That's the way we're going to leave it. And please take your money and your time and put it in a good place. And if nothing else, you can rear back and say, hey, I said thank you to the guys that did so much for me, the guys that paid the ultimate price for me. And at least I'm showing them my heart's in the right place. And try to make the event. Try to come to the bride. And even if you got to drive a car, that's fine. It's not a problem. You can come. But we want to do things like that. At Event Radio, we appreciate the guys asking us to come out and help try to promote this event. And shoot, I'm going to try to ride in it myself if I can get my old beater to start, and let it go. But it's going to be a fun event. It's going to be a good event. And as I said, we are honored that they ask us to be a part of it. As we always say at Event Radio, we have to thank our bloodline. Our most important people are our sponsors that make all of this possible. The great guys at Holley Performance. I don't care what kind of hot rod you've got. Holley has a part that will fit it and make it work. All you got to do is go to Holley.com, talk to one of their reps. You'll get the right part the first time. When the little brown truck gets there with it, it's going to fit, it's going to work, and it's going to do everything, probably a little more than they said it would do. So check out Holley.com and give those guys a call. If you have a race car that has a carburetor on it, and it is not a quick fuel carburetor, it is slower than it needs to be. All you got to do is go to quickfuel.com. Those guys, if you have a carbureted race car, they will make it faster than any carburetor on the planet. Go to quickfuel.com, tell them what you got, what you want, and they got the right one for you that will give you the maximum edge on the competition. The great place to have fun this summer, Beach Bend Park, Beach Bend Raceway, Beach Bend Splash Lagoon. Boy, that's the most fun place you can go and spend your summertime. So make sure you go out to one of the many events. There are 26 multi-day events going on this summer at Beach Bend. Everything from Hot Rod Reunion to Harley Drags to whatever. No matter what your fancy is, Beach Bend Park's where you go and have fun. Make sure and go out there and help those guys. Last but not least, GearheadGazette.com. Check that out for every cool thing that's going on in the car hobby. Jimmy B and those boys, if it's cool, they got it. From every cruise in to everything that there is to do. You go to GearheadGazette.com, and they will cure what ails you, my friends. Once again, we want to thank the Misfits for having us. We want to encourage you to attend their event. Please go do this. Please support Mission 22 for our veterans. It's the right thing to do, guys. As we always say, if you have enjoyed what you have heard, tell a friend or two. But if you have not, you keep that to yourself. Guys, it's been our fun day. We appreciate you more than you know. We'll talk again.
You've been listening to Event Radio, covering local drag racing, stock car racing, motorcycles, go-karts. If it's got wheels and you can race it, you heard about it here. Event Radio is motorsports radio on steroids. Join us next time with your hosts, Spivey Williams and Terrible T Guy.